337. The Search for a Humanistic Eden. Chalcedon Report number 127, March 1976. Almost weekly we read of a delegation of congressmen, congresswomen, diplomats, actors, actresses, professors and others who have made a trip to Red China, speak glowingly of the great accomplishments of this ostensible paradise. The real horror of Red China was effectively set forth by Tung Chi-ping and Humphrey Evans a few short years ago in the Thought Revolution. Why the insistence that a new world order exists in that nightmare world? And why the shift of liberal hope from the Soviet Union to Red China? Only lately have the illusions concerning the Soviet Union begun to wane. Alexander Solzhenitsyn's Gulag Archipelago, Volumes 1 and 2, have contributed greatly to that end. But the facts were well known long before his day. They were described amply in the 1920s and 30s and thereafter. Why the rejection of those facts? In the 1930s, I heard professors repeatedly describe Stalin as a stable, conservative and humane force as against Trotsky. Then, in the late 1950s and the 1960s, the successors of Stalin were presented as less repressive and more humane than Stalin. In both cases, they were wrong. The humanistic presupposition is this: what man decrees must be, will be. The Marxists in Russia, as true humanists, decreed the birth of a new world order, a humanistic order. True, Stalin said, and the humanists everywhere echoed, you can't make an omelette without breaking the eggs. So, the breaking of the eggs, tens of millions of men, was casually accepted as the road to the perfect omelette, the humanist paradise. But by the 1970s, it was beginning to be obvious that the omelette smelled badly. The trouble with the Soviet Union, the humanists apologized, is too much bureaucracy. This evades, of course, the heart of the matter, the evil of the humanist dream. The hope was retained. It was simply transferred to Red China, always with a hope that the Soviet Union will get back on the track again. The roots of this insanity are in Hegel, with his great humanistic first principle: the rational is the real. What man decrees is logically necessary will become reality. On this principle, men everywhere are being murdered to make the humanistic illusion a reality. The collapse of this fantasy, this insanity, is inevitable. Only what God decrees stands. There is no other reality. The grandiose and murderous fantasies of humanism are doomed.